Your boarding pass is pulled up. The security line is moving steadily. Your gate is just 10 minutes away. Then it happens. Sir, please step out of line. A TSA agent has your bag. Something inside just lit up the system. You packed it the same way you always do. But this year, habit is no longer a safety net. What cleared security last month might not clear it today. That one item you threw in without a second thought, the one that seemed completely harmless, just cost you your flight. This isn't about being overly cautious. This is simply the world we're traveling in now. Quietly and swiftly, airlines and security agencies around the globe have rolled out a new wave of restrictions, ones that are blindsiding even the most seasoned travelers. The rules have changed, the technology has caught up, and the margin for error? It's gone. One prohibited item, one missed regulation, and you're looking at confiscation, unexpected fees, or standing at the window watching your plane push back without you. These aren't recommendations. They aren't loose guidelines you can bend. They are hard stops, absolute limits with real consequences. If you don't know them before you zip up that bag, you're going to find out the hard way and the expensive way. Here are the 10 carry-on mistakes that will define air travel in the coming months. As we get down to exploring things further, make sure to like and subscribe before the next travel surprise catches you off guard. 1. The Smart Bag Battery Rule. That sleek tech-loaded suitcase with built-in charging ports once felt like a travel upgrade. Now it's become one of the fastest ways to get flagged. Security rules around lithium batteries have tightened significantly, and smart bags are sitting right in the spotlight. The issue isn't the bag itself, it's the battery hidden inside. If the battery cannot be removed quickly and easily, the entire bag can be rejected at security. Agents are no longer giving travelers the benefit of the doubt. If the battery compartment looks sealed, complicated, or inaccessible, the bag doesn't pass. What makes this worse is the inconsistency across brands. Some bags advertise removable batteries, but the removal process requires tools or multiple steps. That alone can trigger a rejection. Security wants instant compliance, not demonstrations. Travelers are being forced to open their luggage, dig through belongings, and attempt to remove batteries on the spot. When that fails, the options become brutal. Either abandon the bag or miss the flight. The safer move is brutally simple. If a bag has a battery, it must come out cleanly in seconds. If that cannot be guaranteed, that bag is no longer carry-on safe. 2. The oversized carry-on crackdown. Airlines have always had size limits, but enforcement used to feel flexible. That flexibility has disappeared. Carry-on size checks are happening more frequently, more strictly, and often without warning. The sizing bins at airports are no longer suggestions. They are final verdict machines. If a bag does not slide in effortlessly, it does not fly in the cabin. What catches most travelers is the subtle shift in measurements. Some airlines have reduced allowable dimensions by just an inch or two. That sounds minor, but for rigid suitcases, it's the difference between fitting and failing. Even worse, expanded bags are becoming a major issue. That extra zipper that adds space can push a bag beyond acceptable limits. A suitcase that fit perfectly when empty might fail when packed full. Gate agents are now empowered to enforce these rules aggressively. That means last-minute checks right before boarding when there is no time to reorganize. When a bag fails the test, it gets checked in, often with added fees. And in tight boarding situations, that delay can mean missing the flight entirely. Carry-on space is no longer a guarantee. It's a privilege that must be earned by precision. 3. The liquid rule. Everyone knows the classic liquid rule, but today that rule has evolved into something far more complicated. It's no longer just about bottles over 100 milliliters. It's about how items appear during scanning. Security systems have become more sensitive, and anything that resembles a liquid or gel is being treated with suspicion. That includes items travelers never used to worry about. Think about cosmetics like cream foundations, hair gels, or even certain deodorants. These items can now trigger additional screening or outright rejection if they appear too dense or inconsistent on the scanner. The real twist lies in interpretation. Two identical items might get treated differently depending on how they show up in the scan. One passes, the other gets flagged. Travelers are discovering this the hard way. Bags are being opened, items tested, and decisions made quickly. There is no debate at that moment. If it looks questionable, it's gone. Packing has become less about what something is and more about how it looks to a machine. In this new system, perception is reality. 4. The hidden electronics rule. Electronics have always required screening, but the expectations are far more demanding these days. It's not just laptops anymore, it's anything with circuitry. Tablets, cameras, gaming devices, power banks. Even certain electric toothbrushes can now require separate screening depending on the airport and equipment being used. What triggers rejection is not the device itself, but how it's packed. Electronics buried under layers of clothing or tightly packed inside compartments create dense images that scanners struggle to interpret. When that happens, the bag gets pulled aside. Every item is removed. Every device is examined. Time starts slipping away. In some cases, if the contents cannot be clearly identified, certain items may be restricted or delayed further for inspection. That delay alone can derail travel plans. The modern checkpoint is not designed for cluttered packing. It rewards clarity. Items need to be visible, accessible, and easy to remove at a moment's notice. 5. The personal item trap. Airlines still allow a personal item alongside a carry-on, but the definition of personal item is tightening. What used to be casually accepted is now being measured with precision. Backpacks, tote bags, and laptop bags are being checked more frequently, especially on full flights. If a personal item appears too large or too stuffed, it may be treated as a second carry-on. That creates an immediate problem. Travelers suddenly find themselves over the limit, forced to consolidate items or pay additional fees. The real issue is perception. A bag that looks bulky, even if technically within limits, can attract attention. Once it's measured, there is no room for argument. This is catching people off guard because the enforcement feels inconsistent. One flight allows it, the next one doesn't. The era of squeezing in just one more bag is quietly ending. 6. The zipper and lock rule. Locks used to provide peace of mind. Now they can create delays if they are not compliant with current standards. Non-approved locks that cannot be opened by security can lead to forced inspections. That means the lock gets cut, the bag gets opened, and the contents get exposed. Zippers are also under scrutiny. Bags with broken, jammed, or overly tight zippers can slow down inspections. If a bag cannot be opened smoothly, it becomes suspicious. Security doesn't have time to wrestle with luggage. If access is difficult, the situation escalates quickly. Travelers are being advised to use compliant locks and ensure their bags open easily without resistance. 7. The clothing trigger. Packing the perfect carry-on means nothing if what's being worn triggers the system. Clothing is being scanned with more precision than ever, and certain outfits are practically invitations for delays. Layered clothing is one of the biggest culprits. Hoodies over jackets, multiple inner layers, or bulky winter wear create dense scan images that machines struggle to interpret. When that happens, travelers get flagged for secondary screening. It doesn't stop there. Clothing with excessive metal elements is now under heavier scrutiny. Zippers, studs, decorative chains, and reinforced seams can all trigger alarms. Even something as simple as a heavy hoodie with thick drawstring tips can lead to extra checks. The real issue is time. Every additional scan, every pat-down, every manual check chips away at the boarding window. And when flights are running tight, those minutes matter. Dressing for the airport is no longer about comfort alone. It's about passing through unseen and uninterrupted. 8. Document mismatch issue. Carry-on bags aren't the only thing being inspected. Identity verification has become deeply connected to the security process, and even a small mismatch can bring everything to a halt. Names that don't perfectly match across tickets, IDs, and bookings are now causing more frequent delays. A missing middle name, a slight spelling variation, or outdated identification can trigger additional verification steps. This matters because security systems are increasingly integrated. The data from bookings, identification, and screening processes all connect. When something doesn't align, the system doesn't ignore it. It flags it. Travelers often assume that minor discrepancies won't matter, but today they do. The result isn't always denial, but it is delay, and delay at the wrong moment can cost a flight. 9. The paperwork gap that makes items unverifiable. Some items in carry-on bags are perfectly allowed, but only if they can be verified quickly. This is where documentation becomes critical. High-value electronics, specialized equipment, and even certain personal devices can trigger additional checks if they appear unusual on a scan. When that happens, security may ask for proof of what the item is. Without documentation, the process slows down dramatically. Agents may need to inspect the item manually, consult guidelines, or escalate the situation. This is particularly risky for items that are not common or easily recognizable. A device that looks unfamiliar on a scanner can quickly become a problem if it cannot be explained clearly. 10. The carry-on weight enforcement. Weight limits for carry-on bags have always existed, but enforcement has been inconsistent. That inconsistency is fading. Airlines are increasingly checking carry-on weights, especially on busy routes and full flights. Bags that exceed limits may be rejected from the cabin, even if they meet size requirements. What makes this tricky is that travelers don't always expect weight checks at the gate. A bag that passed through security without issue can still get flagged just before boarding. When that happens, options are limited. Repacking in the middle of a boarding line is chaotic. Checking the bag at that point often comes with added fees and delays. Preparation changes everything. Air travel today feels less like a routine and more like a precision test. Every zipper, every item, every detail is being evaluated faster and more strictly than ever before. Carry-on bags are no longer just about convenience. They are a checkpoint within a checkpoint, a test of how well prepared a traveler really is. The rules are sharper, the systems are smarter, and the margin for error has almost disappeared. But this can be avoided. Knowing what triggers attention, what causes delays, and what leads to rejection turns a stressful experience into a controlled one. Before the next flight, take a second look at that carry-on. Not just what's inside, but how it's packed, how it looks, and how it will be read by a machine that doesn't guess. If this helped avoid a travel disaster, hit like and subscribe. More updates are coming, and the next rule change might be the one that saves an entire trip. Goodbye for now.